And how is everybody doing today? Welcome to another video from preparedness. Today we are going to discuss fallout locations and having caches on your property. Okay. Having that fallout location, so pretty much like a bug out to your bug out, right? You never know what's going to happen. Excuse me. You never know what's going to happen. So doing what we do, being prepared, right? We always we try to prepare for as many contingencies as we can think of. So what's going to happen if you have to leave? So if you have to leave your home, there you go. That's the way we'll word it. If you have to leave your home, your shelter, your bug out location, whatever it is you want to call it. If you have to leave quickly, okay, what is your plan for that? And leave quickly, be whatever. God forbid you have a fire. That is going to happen. Everybody's going to be heating with, wood to some degree. People are going to rig up things to heat their home that were not made to heat a home, okay? Most homes today are not built with a fireplace, and if they are built with a fireplace, they're built for gas. You can turn the gas on and it looks real pretty. They're on them there fake logs, right? You can't burn wood in those. That's no bueno. That's no good. But the people that don't even have that, they are going to have to figure out some way to heat if you live in anywhere up north. I'm sorry, if you're in Florida and you're complaining because it's 60, shut up. Just shut up, all right? So anyway, there are going to be fires, but yeah, that would be a case. Something's on fire. You've got fire extinguishers because we're prepared, but you are not able to douse the blaze for whatever reason, okay? Fire department's not coming. We all know that. So you have to have that fallback location. You've got the bad guys are coming, okay? Whatever, okay? Bad guys are coming. We got to leave, okay? You got to have that fallback location. And the fallback location does not have to be, this 5,000 square foot mansion, okay? In a situation where, you got to leave because the bad guys are coming, you're kind of planning on coming back, okay? Or wait for them to get into your home, your shelter, whatever it is, and, take it back, okay? Try not to... There's a balancing act between saying too much, okay? But you guys know what I'm talking about. Forcibly take your home back. Forcibly take your bug out location back. Yes, they're going to destroy tons of stuff just for the sake of destroying. But that's where the caches come into play. Around your property, have different caches set up so that you have that ammo, you have that food. And a cache can be something as simple as, heard about the guys taking the 4-inch PVC caps on the end of it, bury it in the ground. Buckets, same thing. Make sure the seal's good. After you get the lid on, go ahead and double and triple seal it, whatever you think is best, and bury that sucker in the ground somewhere. It doesn't have to be a bomb shelter somewhere, but have those stationed throughout your property and know where they're at. That's always good. So I'm going to push pause here real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to do a little business there. And no, I wasn't getting a hamburger, even though I really, really, really want one. Any of you that are following my my weekly updates on my diet, anyway, back to what we were talking about. So having that fallback location, having caches spread throughout your property, that's going to once again just prepare for anything that might come. Fallback locations. Depending on your property, okay, if you've got 500 acres, okay, or you've got property that butts up against national forest, state park, whatever it is, if you're able to get back in there, it could be something as simple as a cleared spot of land with decent access to water, and you know, you're gonna do an area study of that too, okay? We can have a little bit of cover here, and we'll be able to set up some LPOPs here, or is it OPLP? Anyway, observation post, listening post, throughout your little camp, your new spot there. Something that, and maybe you've already buried the tarps or the tents or whatever it is somewhere close to there, to where if you show up with nothing but the clothes on your back, you've got something already pre-staged. It could be something to where you've gone to Lowe's, Home Depot, or designed it yourself and built, you know, a small little cabin type, you know, one-room structure, depending on the size of your group and the whole nine, okay? For the people that are urban/suburban, that fallout location is going to look a whole lot different, okay? Fallout, I said it again, fallback location. How about secondary location? Maybe we'll go that route. Maybe I'll quit saying the wrong word. That fallback location, yeah, you're not going to have hundreds of acres of woods behind you if you're, you know, suburban or urban. But you might have the office that you work at is just a few blocks away or a couple miles away. And you've kind of checked it out, and you've kind of thought that this will be, you know, our fallback location. Or if you have a buddy's house, and I hope that you and your buddy both have communication devices, aka hams, so that you can stay in contact and make sure his place is still there, number one, and have something pre-arranged that if one of you has to leave the other's house, you come there, okay? So get creative with it. Depending on your area, it's hard to tell what you'll find. Old rundown building, you know, just be careful, okay? Going on to somebody else's property always, you never know what's going to happen. The ability to pre-stage at an abandoned property could be problematic. I guess it all depends on the property. But yeah, you want someplace close enough walking that you can get there in a reasonable amount of time. What's reasonable amount of time? That's on you. What is it? If you're talking about walking for 15 minutes, you're not going to get very far, okay? Now, if you're talking within an hour walking, that might put enough distance between you and whatever that threat is. But at the same time, you're going to be exposed for that hour. So that's that thinking thing. You know, I've said numerous times, if you watch my video, it's rare that I give you, this is the way it's got to be. You know, I just offer different scenarios and tell you to play chess. Think about it. Think a few moves ahead. You don't want to play checkers. You don't want to be reactionary. You want to already have planned out, if this happens, this is what we're going to do. By having that plan, that's going to reduce your stress, right? Reduced stress, going to be clearer mind. You're not going to make mistakes, okay? And if you're calm, your spouse and children are going to be a little more apt to be calm as well. If you're freaking out, they're going to be freaking out, okay? Anyway, but yeah, just get creative with what that fallback shelter could be. You want something hidden. You know, we talked about taking the shed and putting it on your property. Yeah, but you better camouflage that sucker in real good, Okay, you don't want to clear out 50 foot of trees all the way around it, and then old Google Earth takes a picture of it, and then people that have pre-scouted your property, because that's where they're coming and they want to know, they see that big hole of trees cut out and this little square in the middle of it. Okay, so you want to think about that too. So yeah, make sure you have some cover, at a minimum concealment, to help with that, and have your heating all planned out if you do live in northern parts of the country where it does get cold. Already have pre-staged how you're going to heat it. That way you're not worrying about that. Having a cord of wood already cut in the area, somehow camouflaged, that's always good to have. So it's kind of like a little mini bug out location, is have all the things you need if you were coming there with nothing but the clothes on your back. Okay, think about it like that. That it's late fall, winter, and you show up in a t-shirt and shorts, you got to make sure you have everything there. Now, I know this is yet one more thing that we have to do in addition to the bug out location, the bug out bag, having all the things, right, having all the preps. But if it's the situation where if you never have to leave your bug out location, if you start running low on a certain item, you can go to your fallback location to get it instead of having to worry about going and trying to scavenge that. Okay, we've talked about scavenging in some other videos. It's like you don't want to unless you absolutely have to. But I think we kind of covered the basics there. Let me know what you guys think, your thoughts on the fallback location, your secondary location, and caches. What do you want in a cache? That's a great one. Think of a 5-gallon bucket, something that you can carry in the woods without needing a vehicle, and be able to bury with a shovel instead of having heavy equipment. What would you put in a 5-gallon bucket for a cache? Leave that in the comments below. That'd be awesome. But with that, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate watching, and until next time, see ya. And I always have trouble hitting that little button right there.